Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Well, mamas out there, I want to quickly encourage you today to pour encouraging words into your kiddos. You know, the Bible tells us that the power of life and death is in the tongue. And so we know how important and how powerful words truly are. I mean, we as adults even know that ill or nasty or just mean words can hurt, they can sting. And then kind, loving words feel really good. You know, but to kids who are trying to still figure out who they are, they're still trying to find direction and they're not always very stable in their thoughts. So words are huge to them. And our loving words, our encouraging words can change the direction of our children's lives. So I just want to encourage you today, mamas, to take our time to position ourselves to pour loving compassion, kindness in our words to our children throughout our day. You know, that might take tweaking our day a little bit because, oh, I was going to do this right now, but it looks like this child is really tired and really wants mama to lay with them. And so I'm going to put that aside for a moment. I'm going to spend time with that child. Instead of getting frustrated, and then our frustration comes out in our words or our attitude, and then our child feels like they were more of a burden. So yes, mamas, we are selfless. And so it takes us being even more selfless to put them first, but just being so cautious with our words, but taking our time instead to pour beautiful, kind, loving words and compassionate words into our kids. When there's praise to our children, man, pour that praise on. Praise those kids and continually tell them how beautiful they are and how handsome they are. You know, we want what we say and teach them and guide them to know is what they know in their heart. So when they go out into the world and all the negative and all the ill words and everything that they're surrounded with, they have a solid knowing and a foundation knowing, hey, all of that might be happening, but I know who I am because mama always told me, or daddy always told me and made sure that I knew how beautiful or how handsome or how smart and talented and how gifted I am. So anyway, so it is a beautiful thing. It is it's an honor that we have to have our kiddos in our lives and for the season that we have them home. So take the time, mamas. Don't let all the other things that can happen in your life and things that are going on, man, don't let anything steal your joy. Keep your joy so full and so precious so that when you're in the midst of your children, all you're doing is pouring into them goodness. They deserve that. They deserve the very best. We might think it's a rough, tough world out there for us adults when we're around people that maybe aren't so kind or situations that come up at work or wherever it may be. And it can be a negative place right now. You know, the world is just quite negative. But think about the kids that don't know how to process things totally, or they don't know how to, to figure out what to do with what was told to them. I want to share a testimony. I had one of my daughters was at church with dad. I was at home with a couple sick kids. And so they were at a worship service. And my daughter, who takes a journal with her and journals during service, she had felt in her heart, she just felt these words of, I'm not good enough, and wrote it down. After that, a lady in the church stood up and said that she had it heavy on her heart that she needed to share. And she said that God put on her heart that someone in here needs to hear that you are good enough. And so my daughter knew instantly that was for her. So she knew she could just cross that out and wipe that thought away. And so my daughter told me that when she came home. And I could only think how beautiful and precious that really was, because God knew, hey, that needed to be wiped out immediately. She could have came home and shared it with me, and of course I would have said, baby, you know that's not true. That is absolutely not true. Let me show you in the Word who you are. You are good enough. You're better than good enough. But instantly, God wanted that taken off of her thoughts, out of her mind, off of her journal. And so because this lady was obedient to the Lord and what was on her heart and stood up immediately and shared, my daughter was able to cancel that out immediately. But see how quickly and how easily the enemy wants to drop in a seed of negativity or death or just something evil into our hearts and into our lives. And he will use people to drop those seeds into our lives. So like I said, us as adults, we can process that, or how we handle that. Maybe we just call someone else and say, hey, I was thinking this, help me process this. But kids sometimes bottle it. Sometimes they don't share it, or maybe they're embarrassed to share it. So it's up to us. Mamas, we've got to be strong in this area, and we've got to recognize that they come first. So I just encourage you constantly and continually pour such encouraging love and compassion and concern and just affirmation. Just pour it on. You can't pour it on enough, how wonderful they are and how sweet they are, how beautiful they are, handsome he is, talented, just everything that comes to your heart, pour it on them. They deserve it. They deserve the very best. In the one place where they should feel the safest, they should feel the most love is home with us. And they're only here for a season. They're only here for so long. So let's take the time that we do have and make the very best of it and give them the very best. So I just encourage you mamas out there with love from my heart to yours. And I encourage you, if you know any other mamas out there that could use an encouraging word, please share this with them. That's my heart's desire, and I'm sure yours also, that women all over could really get these encouraging words and be moved with encouragement in their journey as a mom also. So help me get the encouraging word out to other mamas out there, and subscribe to our channel and like our videos and just support us. And we just thank you, and we are going to be praying for you. I'm praying for you mamas. You're on my heart, and I will be listening to the Lord for the next encouraging word that I can be sharing with you.